Hey kids, this is Mr. Hammond, and I'm going to be describing how you're going to do today's lab called Exploring Lung Volume. The idea behind this lab is you're going to be testing how much air you can breathe into a bubble, measuring the diameter of that bubble, and then figuring out from that about how much air you're able to breathe in your lung capacity or your lung volume. And again, volume is size, talking about how much space something takes up, so it's how much air you can get into your lungs. So this is a brief overview of how to do it and the materials you'll need. Now the only thing I couldn't find today when I was putting this together is I can't find my pipette. So you won't actually have a measuring spoon, you'll have a pipette to distribute the water with. I'm just using the measuring spoon in replacement for it. But you'll need a ruler, a bendable straw, some paper towel, and of course some sudsy water, which I have located over there. Now I'm going to move this iPad because I'm kind of doing this on my own today. Please excuse me. There we go. So when you perform this experiment, you're going to want to take with your pipette, you pour about a quarter size worth of water onto the table, and then you're going to take your straw. Now when you do this, the best way for it to be done is if by sticking the straw so it's completely covered in the water. And then as you blow gently through the straw, you'll tip the straw back and start to create your bubble. So let me kind of show you how this works. All right, whew. When you do it, you can only do it in one breath, so you can't take multiple breaths. You've got to be able to blow in one breath out and create your bubble. Now, one of the big problems when kids do this is they blow too hard, and that causes the bubble to burst too quickly. Some kids, kind of cheat in that they breathe through their nose and then add more air to it. You can't do that. So you just want to make sure you get a big breath before you do this, and then to gently blow out your air and try to get as big as you possibly can. Once it's popped, you can see I have a circle here, okay? And there's a diameter to it. Pick the longest diameter you can. In this case, it's the longest from here to there. And again, this is not perfect, but it is somewhat accurate. You're going to be measuring it with a ruler, so you want to measure it with a ruler. And we're going to be doing it in centimeters, because that's what we do in science, the metric system. So I'm going to measure it across the diameter, which is from one end to the other. And mine is about 15.5. And then we'll look at my sheet of paper. Let me bring this up so you can see this. And if I look at 15.5, it is right in between 15 and 16. So it looks to be about 1 liter. It's kind of in between 9 and 1.1. So since I'm halfway in between there, I'm going to kind of estimate about 1 liter worth. I would write down my bubble diameter, which here would be located at 15.5 centimeters. And then my lung volume, which is going to be 1 liter, or 1 capital L. And now we could perform this trial 5 more times. Now, as you do this, you're going to have sometimes you blow a bubble and it pops way too early. So you're probably going to end up trying to blow a bubble a good 10 to 15 times, but you're going to take your best 5 results, all right? Don't spend too long just blowing up bubbles. Try to get good 5 results, and if you have extra time, you can always go back and try to blow a bigger bubble and then replace some of your results with your better bubbles. When you're all done, you're going to go down here to the bottom right there. It says now record your 5 lung volumes. You want to make sure to record the information from the right column here where it says lung volumes. Do not write down bubble diameter. Do your lung volumes, and you put them in order from least to greatest. And then when you're done with that, you should be able to write your conclusion. This is a great lab. It should be lots of fun, and hopefully you'll learn a little bit about what your lung volume is and how much air you can fit into your lungs. If you have any questions, please see your substitute, or if the teacher is there, that would be even better. But as you know, myself and I think Mrs. Keenan are going to be out during these days. So hope you have a great time, you learn something, and perform this lab well. We expect the best from you.